that the city of Little Rock did not experience any fatalities as it relates to this devastating disaster. We do know that we've impacted close to 2,600 structures, both residential and commercial, throughout its time on Friday afternoon. And we're just so grateful that no loss of life, but understand that we are rebuilding and recovering from it, that it will take some time. But we are here to share with the residents of Little Rock that the city of Little Rock government is here for you. We'll make certain that everything works out best as we continue to come back stronger and better than ever. We have here today Senator Tom Cotton, who's showed up less than hours' notice to ensure that we have more federal government partnership as this continues to roll out. We're so grateful to have him today alongside Dr. Stephen Smith. We'll now have Senator Cotton give a few remarks.
Thank you, Mayor. It's a pleasure to be here with Mayor Scott touring the Family Assistance Center, and I want to thank Immanuel Baptist Church and Pastor Smith for opening up the House of the Lord to do this kind of work. As the Mayor said, it started out as an incident command center Friday afternoon, right as the storm had hit, and now it's moved on to being a FEMA center, as well as distributing food, water, clothing, and other needs to those who have been displaced. One thing I've seen as I've toured across the damaged sites and gotten briefings today in Central Arkansas and in Wynne in Eastern Arkansas is that while a tornado like this can destroy buildings, it can tear down structures, it can't destroy the human spirit. And what I've seen all across the state is the spirit of Arkansas, of citizens pulling together, as we saw here in Little Rock on Friday afternoon, to help the wounded, to help make sure that people got the medical care they need, to right away begin the recovery process, ensure that the police and firefighters and EMTs could get to those wounded by clearing out the streets. That's continued over the weekend. It's continued here at the City Center, making sure that those in need are beginning to get back on their feet. As Mayor Scott said, it's going to take some time. It's not just going to be a week or a month. It may take years in some cases, but I want you to know that all of your elected officials are here for you. They're going to be with you in the long run. We're not going to forget you. The city, the state, and the federal government is all pulling together, working as one to help Arkansans come back from these terrible storms. And again, I just want to express my appreciation to all of the first responders, all of our local and state officials who helped prepare Arkansans Friday before this storm hit to take cover, to take care of themselves and their families, their neighbors, and their friends, so we can minimize the loss of life. Because we can help you build back your home, we can help you build back your business or your school or your church, but we can't bring you back to life. And we're so grateful that so many people were able to ride out this storm, even if they lost a lot, even if they lost everything, but they're still here this week. And they're still able to keep their lives together, they have their family, they have their loved ones. We can help them rebuild. That's what we're committed to doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. We'll now have a few brief remarks from Pastor Dr. Stephen Smith.
Let me join the Senator Cotton for the profound gratitude for Mayor Scott and for others who have pulled together things so effectively. While we're grateful for everyone coming inside the state, from around the city, we've had contacts from people from other states, a lot of people here from Texas and Oklahoma who are serving. We feel like being this part of West Little Rock, this is our home, so we're telling people we're not going anywhere. In the spirit of Arkansans, this community will be rebuilt and will be reshaped as a result as a church. And so we're so grateful for the national officials, for the city officials, and for the state officials that have joined to serve the people so well. And our hope is, since again, we're not going anywhere, we'll be here for a long time, that as the city is rebuilt and as the city is reshaped, we'll be as a church and as a city center even in a better position to serve the city very, very well. And so again, our profound gratitude for the state and for the city officials for stepping in so quickly, so decisively, and giving us the opportunity to minister to people inside the city.
Thank you, Pastor Smith. As I often say, faith without works is dead, and truly God's hand is at work. And this is a great example of your church getting outside of its sanctuary walls. This is something that the City Center has always done, even before the disaster. And so we're so grateful to have this jewel right here in West Little Rock and what you're doing, not only for West Little Rock, but for the entire city. And we're so grateful for you to have that vision back in 2017 to get this started alongside your congregation. So we appreciate you. We'll now just open the floor for any questions for the press.
Mayor, the title of the
Yes, for everyone, we have had hotel vouchers. I believe up to date, we've probably issued close to 200 hotel vouchers. We're able to fund it through our CBDG. That's a federal program for community development block grant fund, and we're so grateful to have the senator here. He's been very helpful with the federal organization from that standpoint. We're still a part of the FEMA assistance program that gives us more access to it. There may take a little time, as some of them individuals who have them right now, they're up to 5 days. Of course, we'll have to renew that for the individuals who have them. We'll get out a communication once we have more. So I understand that Dr. Smith had an influx of individuals come to the church for them, and we want to make certain that everyone follow the social media channels of City of Little Rock as well as littlerock.gov for anyone who's needing of additional hotel vouchers. And we want to stress this. We really need the individuals who really need the hotel vouchers, for those to be the individuals who are seeking them. We do understand there are individuals who can still maybe able to stay with a family member because it's due to a power outage, but we're really talking about those underinsured, uninsured individuals. But of course, if you show up, we're going to figure out a way to get that for you. That's our goal. That's our mission.
Are there any other pieces of advice that you want to give to Little Rock residents who still don't know what resources are even available? Because I know you said very much to call social media, but everyone may not have social media. So
Yeah.
are there other ways that people can reach out to the city as to what resources are available?
That's one of the reasons why we have the City Center and the partnership. This is our Family Assistance Center. We want as many people as possible to come here. We have FEMA representatives located at this location, as well as water, food, supplies, things of that nature. This will be stood up until further notice, I believe, from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And so if you're not following social media, if you didn't see it on TV, we just ask that you come to 315 North Shackleford, and we'll figure out the rest from there.
Well, it's heartbreaking. I've been through a few of these disasters now, whether it's the Truman tornado a couple of years ago or the floods a few years back, the tornadoes in Bologna and Mayflower, to see people who have lost their homes, lost their business, lost their school. But in each case, I also find there's something uplifting in the aftermath of these disasters when you have fellow citizens coming together to help each other. Not just family members, but neighbors and friends, or maybe they don't even know each other. They know that someone is in need of a helping hand. And there's things that the federal government can do to help the mayor and the governor recover, and providing money, providing expertise. Obviously, our first responders here in Little Rock and all the cities affected are out on the front lines doing it. But more than anything, it just makes me proud to be an Arkansan and represent Arkansans who are out there working on behalf of each other, ensuring that each other get what they need. You know, when I was in Wynn earlier today, I saw the Methodist Church, and someone remarked that the Methodist Church was destroyed. The entire steeple was collapsed. And I thought to myself, as I saw the pastor out front directing some of his congregation on what they might do next, I bet he would say that that church is not destroyed. Their building might have been destroyed, but that church is probably stronger than ever after coming through this together. And I'm sure they're going to find a way to get together next Sunday and celebrate Easter. Well, I hope, what I've heard across the state today here in Little Rock and with our governor and Wynn is that the coordination at the local, state, and federal level has been very efficient. Obviously, there's always going to be a few kinks with individuals trying to work out specific problems, but one of the most efficient responses we've seen, and just goes to show that in times of need, what matters is not your political party, not your race, not your sex, not your background, not your job, but it's our common humanity and the bonds of affection we feel for each other as fellow Arkansans and fellow citizens of this great nation working together.
All right, thank you, everyone. We do appreciate you.